Teachers. Teachers can change lives with just the right time and amount of chalk and duster. A scintillating morning to each and everyone. In the honor of Teachers' Day, for a change and as a model, we teachers are happily presenting today's assembly. Prayer is talking to the God Almighty, the creator of whole universe. So let's start with the presence of Almighty Allah. I welcome Suhail to start for that.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Let me welcome Gracie ma'am for the English prayer.
Please repeat after me. Oh God, be with us today. Fill our hearts with joy.
Fill our hearts with joy.
Fill our minds with learning.
Fill our minds with learning.
Fill our classroom with peace.
Fill our classroom with peace.
Fill our lessons with fun.
Fill our lessons with fun.
Fill our friendship with kindness.
Fill our friendship with kindness.
Fill our school with love.
Fill our school with love.
Thank you.
An oath is a way to make us aware of our duties towards our nation. So I request Alavi sir to lead us with a pledge.
Raise your right hand and get ready for the pledge. India is my country.
India is my country.
All Indians are
All Indians are
my brothers and sisters.
my brothers and sisters.
I love my country
I love my country
and I am
proud of
its rich and
rich and
varied heritage.
very
heritage.
I shall always
I shall always
try to be
try to be
worthy of it.
worthy of it.
I shall give my parents,
I shall give my parents,
teachers,
teachers,
and all elders
and all
all
others
elders,
respect and treat everyone
respect and treat everyone
with courtesy.
with courtesy.
courtesy.
To my country
To my country
and my people,
and my
My
people,
people,
I pledge my devotion.
I pledge my
pledge my
devotion.
In their well-being
In
And
their
there
well
will be
and prosperity along
and prosperity alone,
prosperity along
and happiness.
lies my happiness.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Every morning brings us a new thought, a new word, new strength, and endless possibilities. So, to enlighten us and brighten our morning, here we have our beloved, smiling Leena ma'am.
Hi, my lovely kids. Good morning. Respected principal, my dear colleagues and lovely kids, wish you a beautiful morning. In this fine morning, I would like to share some important and interesting and valuable thought of a great teacher and an educationalist and known as Missile Man of India, APJ Abdul Kalam. Life and time are the world's best teachers. Life teaches how to make good use of time. Life teaches us how to make good use of time, and time teaches us how much the value of life. Time teaches us how much the value of life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leena ma'am. That was so beautiful. Getting updates for what is happening around the world is very much important, right? So let me invite Dilshad sir and his crew for the news updates.
Hello, welcome to Straight Path News Daily. I'm Dilshad, and in the early hours of Monday, the 6th of September 2021, these are our main stories. Straight Path International School conducted its first parent-teacher meeting of the academic year 2021 and 22 on Saturday. The meeting commenced at 9 in the morning. Parents and teachers took this opportunity to discuss the academic and non-academic performances of their children. To tell us more about it in Malayalam, we have our correspondent, Ms. Soumya at Straight Path International School. Ms. Soumya, what was the update about the parents' meeting? What was the general feedback that received from the parents?
Okay, Dilshad. ഞാനിപ്പോ സ്ട്രൈറ്റ് പാത്ത് ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ സ്കൂളിലാണ് നിൽക്കുന്നത്. കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടാവൂലേ?
Yes, go on.
Okay. കഴിഞ്ഞ ശനിയാഴ്ചയായിരുന്നു പാരന്റ്സ് ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് മീറ്റ് ഇവിടെ സംഘടിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നത്. ഏകദേശം 9 മണിയോടെ തന്നെ മീറ്റിംഗ് എല്ലാം ആരംഭിച്ചു. ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് നേരത്തെ തന്നെ പാരന്റ്സിന് ഷെഡ്യൂൾ എല്ലാം അയച്ചതിനാൽ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഏകദേശം കറക്റ്റ് സമയത്ത് തന്നെ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിച്ചു. മാത്രമല്ല പാരന്റ്സിന്റെ ഭാഗത്ത് നിന്ന് പലരും 95% പാരന്റ്സും കൃത്യസമയത്ത് തന്നെ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തു എന്നാണ് നമ്മുടെ പ്രാഥമിക റിപ്പോർട്ട് പരിശോധിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നത്. പിന്നെ 5% പാരന്റ്സിന് സാങ്കേതിക തകരാർ മൂലം മാത്രമാണ് പങ്കെടുക്കാൻ സാധിക്കാതിരുന്നത്. അവരുടെ മീറ്റിംഗ് അടുത്ത ദിവസങ്ങളിൽ തന്നെ സംഘടിപ്പിക്കും എന്നാണ് അറിയിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. മൊത്തത്തിൽ കിട്ടിയ ഫീഡ്ബാക്കും റെസ്പോൺസും വിലയിരുത്തുന്ന സമയത്ത് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നത് ഒട്ടുമിക്ക പാരന്റ്സിനും രക്ഷിതാക്കൾക്കും വളരെ നല്ലൊരു ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് ആണ് ഈ വർഷത്തെ സ്ട്രൈറ്റ് പാത്ത് ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ സ്കൂളിന്റെ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾക്ക് ലഭിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷത്തെക്കാളും അക്കാദമിക്സിലും നോൺ അക്കാദമിക്സിലും സ്കൂൾ വളരെയധികം നല്ല രീതിയിലുള്ള ഇംപ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് നടത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട് എന്ന് വേണം കരുതാൻ. തീർച്ചയായും ഇത്തരം പാരന്റ്സ് ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് മീറ്റിങ്ങുകൾ കുട്ടികളുടെ പഠന നിലവാരം മികവിനെ കുറിച്ചും കുട്ടികളുടെ ക്ലാസ്സിലുള്ള പെർഫോമൻസിനെ കുറിച്ചും വിലയിരുത്താൻ രക്ഷിതാക്കൾക്കും ടീച്ചേഴ്സിനും നല്ലൊരു അവസരം തന്നെയാണ് നൽകുന്നത്. തീർച്ചയായും ഇതുപോലെയുള്ള മീറ്റിങ്ങുകൾ ഇനിയും ഉണ്ടാകുമെന്നുള്ള പ്രത്യാശയോടെയാണ് പലരും മീറ്റിംഗ് വൈൻഡപ്പ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. എന്തായാലും കഴിഞ്ഞ ശനിയാഴ്ച ടീച്ചേഴ്സിനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളവും പാരന്റ്സിനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളവും വളരെ നല്ലൊരു ഫീലിംഗ് ആണ് നൽകിയിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നത്. ദിൽഷാദ്.
Okay, that was our reporter, Soumya. Thank you. To appreciate the efforts and hard work of the teachers, September 5th is celebrated as Teachers' Day in India. In connection with the Teachers' Day celebration, Straight Path International School have planned various wonderful programs for their teachers and students. To brief us more about the programs and details, we have our reporter, Ms. Selvina at Straight Path International School. Ms. Selvina, can you please update about the programs that have planned by the team of Teachers' Day celebration?
Yes, Dilshad, right now I'm at Straight Path International School. I could see that the happiness in the faces of all the teachers. They look so beautiful and handsome. They are all excited as it's their day, it's Teachers' Day. But it was yesterday, since it was a holiday yesterday, the school decided to celebrate it today. Well, I had seen that the students had done a lot more videos and sent the teachers, they called them and wished them personally. When I contacted the program coordinator of the Teachers' Day celebration, I couldn't get much of the information as they wanted to keep it a secret and give a grand surprise to teachers and students as well. I think I have a lot of limitation to provide you with more information. But one thing I can assure you is that whatever they have decided will be mesmerizing and will be a memorable day in the history of Straight Path International School. Because I had seen all the committee members, they were working very hard to make this a memorable day. So let's just wait and see what's happening. I think all the teachers are very excited and as well as the students. So that's all for today, Dilshad. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Shalvina. So we have not received much information about the surprises that have been waiting for teachers and students as well. Well, the online education system has raised serious concerns in mental and physical health of our children, especially in young children. In order to tackle this concern, Straight Path International School has brought some changes in the schedule of students who are studying in grade 1 till 4. The changes have been already discussed in during the parents-teachers meeting by the class teachers itself. Anyways, the changes will be brought into notice to the parents by the school. These new changes will help reduce the screen time of the children, said Principal Mr. Shami Ghazali. Well, that's the end of today's news broadcast. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Dilshad and crew, for the wonderful news updates. Honey is sweet, right? Ice creams are sweet. Even gulab jamun is sweet. What could be more sweeter than all these things? Any guess? The answer is only one thing, the melodious songs. So I will take this opportunity to welcome the Nightingale of Straight Path, Suresh sir.
ഉണ്ണികളെ ഒരു കഥ പറയാം ഈ പുല്ലാങ്കുഴലിൻ കഥ പറയാം ഉണ്ണികളെ ഒരു കഥ പറയാം ഈ പുല്ലാങ്കുഴലിൻ കഥ പറയാം പുൽമേട്ടിലോ പൂങ്കാറ്റിലോ പുൽമേട്ടിലോ പൂങ്കാറ്റിലോ എങ്ങോ പിറന്നു പണ്ടിളം മുളം കൂട്ടിൽ ഉണ്ണികളെ ഒരു കഥ പറയാം ഈ പുല്ലാങ്കുഴലിൻ കഥ പറയാം മഞ്ഞും മണിത്തെന്നലും തരും കുഞ്ഞുമ്മ കൈമാറിയും വേനൽ കുറുന്നിൻ്റെ തൂവലായി തൂവാലകൾ തുന്നിയും പാടാത്ത പാട്ടിൻ്റെ ഈണങ്ങളെ തേടുന്ന കാറ്റിൻ്റെ യോളങ്ങളിൽ ഉള്ളിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിലെ നോവിൻ്റെ നൊമ്പരം ഒരു നാളിൽ സംഗീതമായി പുല്ലാങ്കുഴൽ നാദമായി ഉണ്ണികൾ ഉണ്ണികളെ ഒരു കഥ പറയാം ഈ പുല്ലാങ്കുഴലിൻ കഥ പറയാം പുൽമേട്ടിലോ പൂങ്കാറ്റിലോ പുൽമേട്ടിലോ പൂങ്കാറ്റിലോ എങ്ങോ പിറന്നു പണ്ടിളം മുളം കൂട്ടി ഉണ്ണികളെ ഒരു കഥ പറയാം ഈ പുല്ലാങ്കുഴലിൻ കഥ പറയാം ഉണ്ണികളെ ഒരു കഥ പറയാം ഈ പുല്ലാങ്കുഴലിൻ കഥ പറയാം.
What a feeling, sir. Thank you so much. Such a beautiful song he has dedicated to all the five of straight path. Thank you so much once again. Fun fact is a tidbit of interesting or entertainment trivia. So your teachers are ready here with a variety of factors which you might not be aware about. So sharp your ears. Listen to the sound. Here they comes.
Every scene is a precaution is pronounced differently. The letter W is called a W when in fact it is W. I never think she stole my money. The sentence has seven different meanings depending on the word we stress. The word cute. Write 5 letters only to pronounce.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Suvarna ma'am. That was from the English department. And I think many of us don't know what that was really an interesting fact to be shared, actually. Thank you so much once again. Now we have Neetu ma'am with us to share something extraordinary, I guess. And welcome.
Hello, good morning. I would like to share an interesting and curious fact in the history of ocean. Have you heard about Bermuda Triangle? It is also known as Devil's Triangle. Devil's Triangle. Okay, so why it is called Devil's Triangle? So, 5 aircraft which is disappeared from this particular area in 1995. Okay, and it is believed that it is because of the presence of devil there. Many aircraft, ships, many items like this were disappeared from this particular area. Okay, and it is famous by this incident. And what do you think? It is because of the presence of devil there or some sort of negative energy? So people during that time believe that, but it is not a fact. It is because the gravitational power is very high in this particular area, and the ships or the aircraft pass through this area will be sank into water. And there are some other scientific reasons also. If you want to know more about it, please Google it. Thank you so much.
Thank you you so much, Neetu ma'am. Actually, that was really very interesting to know. Now, that was from the SS department. Thank you so much for the department. What will be there for the Malayalam department and Aisha ma'am to share? Any idea, anyone? Let's go and have a look to that.
നമസ്കാരം. അധ്യാപക ദിനത്തോടനുബന്ധിച്ച ഒരു പ്രത്യേക അസംബ്ലി ആയിട്ട് എന്താണ് ചിലരൊക്കെ കാണിക്കുന്നത്? നെല് കിയച്ച കിയ ലച്ച കയറി കുത്തിയില്ലേ, നാല് പരിപാടി മച്ചാകും. ഞാനീ പറഞ്ഞതിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം ചിലർക്കൊക്കെ മനസ്സിലായി കാണും, ചിലർക്കൊക്കെ മനസ്സിലായി കാണുകയുമില്ല. ഒന്നെങ്കിൽ ഇറങ്ങുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇറങ്ങുക, ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ കയറിയിരിക്കുക. എന്നാലേ നമ്മുടെ പരിപാടി നന്നാവുകയുള്ളൂ. ഞാനിതിവിടെ പറയാൻ കാരണം പ്രാദേശിക ഭാഷാ ഭേദഗതികളെ കുറിച്ച് ഓർത്തപ്പോഴാണ്. കേരളത്തിന് തനതായ മലയാള ഭാഷ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലും ഓരോ ജില്ലകളിലും അത് പറയുന്ന ശൈലി വ്യത്യസ്തമാണ്. നാം ഓരോരുത്തരും മലയാളം വളരെ നല്ല ഭാഷയായി പറയാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുക. നന്ദി.
മറ്റുള്ള ഭാഷകൾ കേവലം ധാത്രിമാർ, മർത്യനു പെറ്റമ്മ തൻ ഭാഷ താൻ.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Science is all about facts and fiction, right? But something variety will always be interesting. So Sadiq sir is with us to share something very interesting, I guess. Sir, welcome.
Dear students, do you like stars? You know which is the nearest star of us? Yeah, it's our sun. Okay, if anyone want to travel next after the sun, which means the next star, the next nearest star of us is it's Alpha Centauri. You know, if you want to travel to Alpha Centauri, how long it will take? How many years it will take? Is it 1 year, 2 years? Yes. You know, the maximum speed we can attain in a space orbit is 40,000 kilometers per hour. That's the maximum speed we can attain. Okay, so that's only the possible speed right now. If you take 40,000 kilometers per hour speed, if you travel to the Alpha Centauri, you will take 1,14,115 years to reach the Alpha Centauri. So for a human being, it's for the time being, it's not possible to travel to the star. I hope you like it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. When we think about maths, it's all about tips and tricks, right? So Salman sir is here to share some tips or tricks. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. When we think about maths, maths is all about fun, right? Absolutely, if it is fun, if you got the answer, otherwise it will be a tragedy, right? So for the time being, I am just here to link what is maths with our life. Let's see this. Here we have a definition, right? If life plus love equal to happy and life minus love equal to sad, then if you solve that particular equation, what you will get? 2 life is equal to happy plus sad, right? Or you can say life is equal to half happy plus half sad. That means that is the real life. So if you are going through any difficulty, you just have to think that this is all part of life. So this is how I link maths with life. So that's the real life. Enjoy it. Thank you.
That was a great tip for life as a math tip, sir. Thank you so much. What will be there for Hindi actually? Hindi is just a language. I don't think there is much interesting when we think about Hindi, right? But Tasima was saying there are many things that are very much interesting when we think about Hindi. So I welcome Tasim ma'am. Let's see.
Assalamu alaikum. Sabko mera suprabhat. Today, I would like to share some amazing facts about Hindi language. It is one of the purest and superior language in the world and also most widely understood language in India. The alphabetical table of Hindi is known as Varnamala, as we all know. That means garland of letters. Hindi has some similarities with the languages like Urdu, Bengali, Sanskrit, Nepalese, and Gujarati. So, if you are a literate in Hindi, you can easily learn all these languages too. One of the unbelievable facts about Hindi is it is spoken in almost every country in the world, especially in countries like Mauritius, Guyana, Fiji, Tobago, and Nepal. After English, Spanish, and Mandarin, it is the fourth most widely spoken language in the world. That's all about Hindi. Hindi Bharat ki jaan hai. It's the life of India. So, love Hindi, learn Hindi. Jai Hind, Dhanyavad.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We love Hindi, and that was really amazing facts about Hindi. Whether it is biryani or it is a feast like sadhya, but by the end, we all really need something sweet to sweeten our tongue, right? Same like that, whether it is a student assembly or a teacher's assembly, principal's talk is the cherry on the cake. So let's invite him together, our beloved principal, sir, to speak few words. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Anna, for a kind welcome. Good morning, my dear teachers, students, and the parents watching in this assembly. I hope you can see my shared screen. At the outset, let me wish all my colleagues, teachers, a happy Teachers' Day, and the same I have been receiving yesterday in my mobile phone. And from all the messages we received, I could see that.
Sir, the screen was not shared. Sorry for the interruption.
Excuse me. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
It's okay now?
Yes, sir. Good to go.
Thank you. Thank you. So from the messages I received from the students, I could see that they badly missed the school. So I have only one prayer today, that the schools may open very fast, and let us have a golden opportunity for a wonderful reunion again in the schools. So today, as Sana told, every day in the assemblies I speak, but today in this assembly, I don't want to speak, but I want to tell you a story. You all love stories, right? And this story which I'm going to tell today is an interesting story of the hare and the tortoise. You know the story very well. But to amuse you, the teachers, the parents, and the students, I'll describe the story once again. Once upon a time, a tortoise and a hare had an argument about who was faster. You know that. Both of them argued. The hare told that I am the faster, and the tortoise told that I am the faster. So they decided to settle the argument with a race. They agreed on a route and started off the race. So both of them agreed on a route from this tree to the other one tree, and it passes on to a hill, and they agreed and they started the race. The hare shot ahead and ran briskly for some time. The hare ran very fast. Then seeing that he was far ahead of the tortoise, he thought he would sit under a tree for some time and relax for continuing. So he thought that even if I take a nap, the tortoise could not catch up with me. So he wanted to take a rest. See the picture. He is sleeping. He is taking a nap. He sat under the tree and soon he fell asleep. And the result of the story is very clear to you. The tortoise plodding on, he overtook him and soon finished the race, emerging as the undisputed champ. And finally, as the tortoise went asleep, the tortoise finally plodding, gradually working, running, walking, he became the undisputed champ. The hare. See the hare, the picture of the hare. You can see that the hare woke up and realized that he had lost the race. He was very unhappy that he had lost the race. What is the moral of this story? What do you understand from the story? The hare was the biggest runner. The hare believed that he is the fastest runner in the jungle. But even though the tortoise was a slow runner, he was slow and steady. He won the race. You all know this story very well, right? Yeah, this story is quite familiar to you, and we know this very well. The story continues. Do you think that the story is over? No, the story continues. The hare, he was really disappointed. At closing the race, and he did some soul searching. He thought about himself. What happened to me? He realized that he would lose the race. He had lost the race only because he had been overconfident, careless, and lax. The hare, he realized that he lost the race because he was overconfident, he was careless, and lax. If he had not taken things for granted, there's no way for the tortoise to beat him. So again, what happens? He challenged the tortoise to another race. The tortoise agreed. He again challenged the tortoise. The tortoise agreed. Why the tortoise agreed? Yes, because he's the champion now, isn't it? He's a champion now, and he's sure that I can beat the hare anytime if we go for a race. This time, the hare went all out and ran without stopping from start to finish. He has been running from starting point to the end point. He won by several miles. This was not just a victory, it was a triumph. He won by several miles. Then what do you understand from this story? Fast and consistent will always beat the slow and steady. The hare was fast and consistent now. But the tortoise is slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. We know that. But you have to be fast, you have to be consistent in this modern world. Then no one can stop you, no one can defeat you. Do you think that the story is over? No. The story doesn't end. The tortoise did some thinking this time and realized that there is no way he can beat the hare in a race the way it was currently formatted. Now this time the soul searching is happening to the tortoise. He is thinking how I can win the race. He has been doing a lot of soul searching. He thought for a while and then challenged the hare to another race, but on a slightly different route. The route was changed. From the picture, you can see what was there in tortoise's mind. He told that we'll go through another route, through different route. And the hare agreed. Why? The hare knows that I'm fast, I'm consistent, and I can win the race. Whatever it may be, I can win the race. Maybe tortoise, maybe the lion, maybe the leopard, I can win the race. They started off. In keeping with his self-made commitment to be consistently fast, the hare took off and ran at the top speed until he came on a broad river. He reached into a bank. The finishing line was a couple of kilometers on the other side of the river. Can you guess what happened? The hare cannot swim. The tortoise can swim. The hare sat there wondering what to do. In the meantime, the tortoise trundled along, got into the river, swam to the opposite side, continued walking, and finished the race. So the third time, again the tortoise became the winner. What is the moral of this story? Yeah, it's a message to all my teachers and students. First, identify your core competence and then change the playing field to suit your own competence. I'm sure that I cannot sing, so I shouldn't like to be like Suresh, because I cannot beat him in singing. I'm not a good singer. So at first, I should identify what is my core competency. Every student is unique. You cannot be like the other one. You have to identify what are your unique capabilities. Do you think that the story is over? No. The story still hasn't ended. The hare and the tortoise by this time had become pretty good friends. So they had so far 3 races, right? By the 3 races, they had a lot of chats, chit chats, communications, conversations, and they had become pretty good friends. Now both realized that the last race could have been done much better. So they decided to do the last race again, but to run as a team this time. Till now, they have been running independently at separate teams, but now they decided to run as a team. They started off. And this time, the hare carried the tortoise till the river bank. You can see in this picture. They started from the tree until the bank of the river. The hare carried the tortoise on his back. Third, the tortoise took over and swam across with the hare on his back. On the opposite bank, the hare again carried the tortoise and they reached the finishing line together. They both felt a greater sense of satisfaction that they had felt earlier. Now they felt satisfaction. Why they felt satisfaction? Because both of them, not only the tortoise won, not only the hare won, both of them won. See, my dear teachers, see, my dear students, it's good to be individually brilliant and to have a strong core competencies. But unless you are able to work in a team and harness each other's core competencies, you'll always perform below par because there will be always situations at which you will do poorly, someone else will do well. So, my dear teachers, my dear students, we become a team when we exploit the capabilities of our people. We became a team when we give chances to everyone. We delegate. In a classroom, there are students who can sing very well, who can speak very well, who can talk very well, who can present very well, who can read very well, who can write very well. When you accumulate all these capabilities together, you become a team. Among the teachers, there are teachers who speak English very well, who draw very well, who are good organizers, who have a lot of creativities, who are great leaders. When we take all these units of leaderships together, you can win the race. You won't be like tortoise, you won't be like hare, which they have in the beginning. At the end of the day, we have to realize that the winning of the team is more important than the winning of the individual. I would like to give you this message on this Teachers' Day assembly, and I hope you enjoyed this assembly very well. Also, I would like to congratulate all the teachers who came forward to want to do a model assembly of the students. Once again, let me wish everyone a happy Teachers' Day and conclude my words. Thank you. Jai Hind. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable words. Now let's wind up the assembly with our proud national anthem. For that, I would like to welcome all the beautiful ladies of Straight Path International School. All the kids are requested to stand up for the national anthem.
Janagana mana adinayaka jaya he Bharat bhagya vidada Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jalati Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha